Todd, how do you explain a worse start for Game 2 than Game 1?
Well, a couple things. One, they weren't happy with the way the game ended, so they're going to take it up a notch. And two, we didn't handle it well. So the difference between them going up and us falling off a little bit is the answer to your question.
Todd, do you feel that the group gained some confidence from overturning a 2-0 deficit the other night? Did that show up in the second and third period that allowed you guys to come back?
Well, that's the positive you could take from it, but it's a poor recipe for taking a swing at this team is falling behind. When you're ahead, you have obviously a much better chance of checking and not taking as much risk as you have to come back. And obviously the start, as we talked about with the first question, wasn't where it needed to be. But again, a resilient group worked its way back in. The frustrating thing for me is that there were some things that we needed to do early in the game that we didn't decide to do them until the second, third period. And it was very similar to Game 1. 6-0 last year. Big difference. Yep. Well, it's still a split. Both teams are better than they were last year. And both teams have more experience. Last year, we were quite excited about winning the first one, took it on the chin in the second. This year, the game tonight didn't feel like it was as even as it turned out to be, obviously in the first period, but last year's wasn't the case, so that's the difference.
Todd, what were the things they needed to do in the first period that you didn't see from your team?
Well, they know those things, so we're going to have to fix them.
Todd, how would you assess Gabe Vilardi's play, first game back in the postseason?
But Gabe was a little bit like our team. He hadn't played in, 9 or 10 games. Came out in a very fast moving first period and had to get his legs and his timing underneath him. But as the game wore on, similar to the team, it got better, or he got better with the team.
Todd, Phil obviously got the first goal, got you guys going there. Was he and his line one of those that had the energy that kind of sparked the group?
Yeah, we had a good group of players that had energy. It was the ones that didn't that really lacked it and brought the team down, in my opinion. So Phil's line had it. It wasn't perfect by any means. They got hemmed in at different times, but the commitment for them to continue on and push through was much greater than some others on our team.